Hi everyone, Kasey Thompson here. I want to jump right in and share a very interesting group of visions I just had. In the first vision, I watched as an old man in the Roman Empire era was trying to talk to the masses about the universe, but no one was listening and they were throwing stones at him. The vision then skips forward. I was watching another man, maybe about the same era, who was found guilty by a judge and forced to swallow poison as his punishment as the crowd cheered on. The vision then skipped forward again to about the time of Columbus, it looked like. And there was a bunch of priests gathered together condemning a man, and they literally started him on fire in front of hundreds of people in this town. Finally, a fourth vision appears, and I see Jesus the Christ in this vision being ridiculed and yelled at and being tortured. It was very difficult to watch. So I asked my angels, what is this that I'm seeing? And they said, in the first vision, you were shown Pythagoras. In the 6th century BC, he was being ridiculed for saying that the earth was round, which was considered blasphemy back then. They said, Kasey, in the second vision, what you were shown was Socrates, who in the 3rd century BC taught of God and taught of God's Spirit and was sentenced to death by poison for heresy and blasphemy. My angel said, in the third version, you were shown Giordano Bruno, who was burned at the stake in 1680 by the Catholic Church for teaching blasphemy. And what he taught was that the universe was infinite and that there were other solar systems outside of ours that existed, which we all know now is true. My angel said, in the last vision you see, Jesus the Christ was accused of blasphemy by the Jewish religious leaders at the time because he taught that he was the Son of God and that he was one with God, and because he said he had the authority to forgive sin. He was then sentenced to death, even though many people witnessed his miraculous miracles. My angel said, many people will believe old wise tales passed down from generation to generation, no matter how ridiculous the tale is. They're unwilling to consider actual truth. Why? Because many people are not ready for real truth or change. That many people are like blind sheep, never questioning anything and never thinking for themselves. They are too lazy to simply ask God through prayer, what is truth? You see, these people are no better than the people who condemned Jesus the Christ to death on the cross for speaking truth. They said, very few people will make a stand like Pythagoras did, like Socrates did, like Giordano Bruno did, or even Jesus the Christ did, and simply teach truth because it's truth, and not be intimidated by the masses. They said being called heresy or blasphemy because their message is different than what these sheep thought was truth their whole life without ever questioning anything or asking God what is true. Fearless people like this will find favor in God. And people like this will bring light and love to the world. Please like, share, and subscribe. God bless. Love you all.